Okay, so today we're going to show you how to wrap your hands. We've done a video on how to do it without going through the knuckles. We're going to go through in between the knuckles today. We're using the Geezer's 4.5 metre wraps. A lot of the wraps now come with this side down written on them, so it gives you an idea which way to keep them. You're going to use thumb hook, loop over. You're going to wrap around the wrist 3 times. Do it nice and tight. You don't want to do it so tight that you're going to cause yourself pins and needles, but you want to do it tight enough that it gives you a good anchor point. We use sponges to protect the knuckles so we don't waste the wrap by going backwards like this and then adding some padding to the knuckles. So again, we use the sponges. Because we're going through the knuckles, I would do once back across the wrist here. So that area there is protected. So as you can see, we've only gone across it once. Now we're going to add the sponge in as we come up that side. If you're on your own, it can prove a little tricky to get the sponge in the right place. Once you've got the hang of it, like this, the sponge, once you've wrapped it in, not got the hang of it, once you've wrapped it in, you can pull the sponge into place if you're on your own, so you'll find it easier if someone's helping you. Make sure it's nice and tight, so once the sponge is in place, it's not going to move. So at that point, it's good to create a fist. You can move the sponge around a little bit underneath if it needs to, but you've now protected those knuckles with a bit of extra padding from the sponge. Come back across the wrist. Right now we use the back of the thumb as an anchor point to come up through the knuckles. Okay, so as we come up, we go round the wrist, there, up, use the thumb again as the anchor point, come across, round the wrist, there, so you're going to come up for a little finger this time, and again, come back across like that. Okay, you'll see that also holds the sponge in place. Once you come up around the wrist for that last time, I would then go back to going across to holding the wrap in place as it's come up through the knuckles. So you're going to create the cross using the knuckles there. So again, come back around holding the wrap in place there, come back across. Again, once you get to the sort of stage where the Velcro starts to come into it, you want to be heading up towards the wrist so that you're not Velcroing underneath in the palm of your hand where you'd be creating a fist. So again, you might pull that bit a little bit tighter to get the Velcro in the right place. Come up, round, Velcro off, and that's how you wrap through the knuckles. Sponge is in place. Once you've got your hand there, just make sure you can move your hand, open it and close it. It's sometimes easier to get someone to push the glove on for you, so you can push deep into the glove, make the fist in there, and that's how you wrap your hand going through the knuckles.